prolonging the issue of lockdown is not good. I don't support it. It's not good at all. The president, the federal government, look for another way out. Let's borrow the idea of China, and there is free movement in China. What did they do?
Let's assume that they lock all the state their boundary. Nobody can take it from Abuja to Kogi State, and nobody will take it from Kogi State to other states.
In one way or the other, I supported the Labour Congress because, one, if you see the masses of this country, people are hungry, dying internally.
Despite the lockdown, there has been increase in coronavirus cases across the country. Now, Nigerian governors has come to agree for extension of 2 weeks national lockdown. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Labour Congress said no to that, issued a warning to Mr. President never to extend the lockdown again. Should this be the case, the consequences here are that there will be more crime, hunger across the country. Now, we want to find out from Nigerians if they support the governors for extension or support the Nigerian Labour Congress not to extend the lockdown again. So which side do you support?
Of course there should be lockdown. Why wouldn't there be lockdown?
So which side is for the governors or the Labour Congress?
Of course the governors, now there should be lockdown. Even without the lockdown, the case is still increasing. So why won't you lock down more? I think the government should just try more in capturing the poor people in the distribution of the priority measures and try to see how they will curtail this pandemic. It's a serious issue. I think they should lock down. Without the lockdown, we are still having higher figures. So why won't they lock down? They should lock down. The lockdown should continue.
So how long do you think this lockdown will last?
I can't tell. Probably until we get a positive figure. Probably when the case start reducing. We think that's when you start relaxing, maybe gradually. You relax the lockdown gradually. Probably maybe not completely, but maybe phase by phase you continue.
Should the coronavirus keep on escalating? So do you mean that Nigeria should remain locked down?
Of course, in China, I've heard of somebody that has been locked down from January to now, and they are having positive results. So why won't we lock down? Is it better to come and die?
I supported the governor on the platform they designed for them to give a break of 2 weeks, of which is normal, just because this disease of this coronavirus pandemic, it is something of which it's not something you can manage, but in individual, if make it as in the whole of yourself, you can manage it within yourself. But not that in one way or the other, I supported the Labour Congress because, one, if you see the masses of this country, people are hungry, dying internally because of the situation on the ground, and the government are not ready to support the masses. Look at this First Bank and this GTV Bank here. You go there to withdraw money, you can't get money. And there are a POS in front of the bank making money. The civil charges, if they are a country supposed to be, of which is not the best. You have your money to withdraw again is a problem. So what I'm reading is that it's just for the matter of the federal government and the Labour to come to the aid of the masses. That's just it.
Do you think the POS is arranged with is arrangement from the bank or is personal business?
I believe it's arranged with the bank because there's no way a POS will be in front of a bank, and there's security. A security will be supporting them that the bank they don't have money. I even take this gap, for example, Heritage Bank. I told them this is the best bank so far. It's when this issue started. We have been withdrawing money from here, but a big bank within that opposite them say you cannot get money from there, of which is bad. And the security in GTB was even supported. So for you to know that definitely they know what is happening.
You know, Nigeria as a country, we need to improve to some extent that when we have a problem like this, it's not lockdown that will solve the problem.
So first of all, who do you support? Are you supporting the governors or Labour Congress?
I'm supporting the Labour Congress.
Why are you supporting the Labour Congress?
My reason is this: lockdown might not provide adequate solution to this problem. Even then we know what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to look for an adequate solution to this problem. How do I mean? There is a chemical that some developed country normally spray in the air, either at night. Once they spray it in the air, it killed the virus.
But do you think the virus is airborne?
You said?
The virus is airborne?
Yes, it's flying in the air. By the time you spray the chemical, it will destroy the virus in the air, and therefore human being will not, being infected by it. By the time you continue the lockdown, and the spreading of this thing continue, does it provide adequate solution to it? So we should look at another means of solving this problem. So President Buhari continue to be, prolonging the issue of lockdown is not good. I don't support it. It's not good at all.
Why you don't support it?
My reason is this: let the whole country, the president, the federal government, look for another way out.
So, like, which way can you suggest for president?
Yes, I'm suggesting that a way out. Okay, let's borrow the idea of China. The sickness originated from there, but they have gotten adequate solution to the problem to the extent that they opened their central university, and there is free movement in China. What did they do? They got they produce a chemical which they spray it. They can spray it on human being. You will not be affected. It will not affect you. But if you have the sickness, it will kill it, and it also prevents the sickness from entering you. So if we can go for something like that, it will be better, because the common men, they have to go out and look for something that they will eat.
Okay, so which side do you support?
Actually, I will support the 2 weeks lockdown, the extension, but the government need to do something. They need to at least give the citizen palliative.
Why are you supporting this extension?
The extension because everybody can, if you're watching the foreign media, you believe with me that corona is real and is really causing more harm to people. Like if you see United States of America, there's a lot of deaths, and in Nigeria here, I don't think we have that medical capability to curtail corona. So the best thing to do is to fight it now, to stop the spread by making everybody stay at home. But they need to create palliative for the masses, because people are suffering.
Don't you think there are some countries that are not on lockdown but they are still operating?
Yeah, I believe so, but they were proactive, because before the corona came, there were some measures they put in place. I believe that is why some countries are not they are not on lockdown.
So can Nigeria achieve that?
And Nigeria can achieve that. Nigeria can achieve that. But the thing is that you believe with me that we don't have our medical facilities is not something to write home about.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's well supported, because of our taking safety of our lives. You understand? So as they extend 2 weeks again, it's good.
So don't you think there will be more hunger if they should extend it?
The whole problem now that we are having in Nigeria, as they extend more longer like this, you see what government is supposed to do. People are finding it very difficult to get food, to go and buy food, most especially like me that I'm talking. Now, my food just remains small.
So if you are feeling food, what will you do?
I will only try to squeeze. Say as they stop places now. I used to just go small and take by the leg, enter Nyanya market.
But do you know that if they should extend this lockdown now, they cannot move to FCT again, cannot move to Abuja or Nasarawa, you remain where you are. Do you know that?
At all. What government is supposed to do, let them follow houses to houses and help the masses. You understand? Like outside countries, let's say America, the way they take care of their people is well properly done. Nigeria supposed to do something like that. You understand me clear? They are in their houses, they will follow you and give you whatsoever they can give you.
Which side do you support?
If the president want to extend it, then for the benefit of a citizen, it's better. That because if you see that is what's happening in other countries, it's because this thing took the US unaware. and it took literally they unaware. If you ask, you know Donald Trump now. Donald Trump don't know the particular person that brought COVID-19 to the US. You know, if you ask or the president of or Italy now, you don't know the particular person that brought COVID-19 to Italy. But if you ask the Nigeria now, we know the person that brought it into this country. Now, since this thing doesn't take a course unaware, whatever he said, we should just follow suit to save our life. Because if you see that what is happening in other countries.
Now, why are you supporting the governors?
I am not. What I am supporting them there because I don't want to die. I don't want any of my family to die as a result of their COVID-19.
If with lockdown, don't you think they will still be having cases of coronavirus? Don't you think so?
With the lockdown, I don't see, the possibility they're having it is very slow there with the lockdown. Because if we lock everybody everywhere down, all the state points is locked down, and I don't think that let's assume that they lock all the state their boundary. Nobody can take it from Abuja to Kogi State, and nobody will take it from Kogi State to other states. So I think it's better that way.
I'm not supporting the governor for him, because if you see the way that ordinary people in the street are feeling, you will say it is very bad. It's very obvious for you to just see people on the street, nothing. At least when such thing happened, when I was shocked when I heard about India. The population of Nigeria is not up to 1/4 of India, but you see the way India control their own. But if you see in our own here, there's nothing like that. What I see when I asked one or two people the other day, we are talking about overclouding, and I was going towards Karo. I discovered that they say there is something that they bring for people to share for people, and I saw the way cloud gather there, and they are giving this in. They are the people who told people that they should not. There's not gathering anywhere, but I see the way that they are doing it. That means they are not serious. Why? Take my mind back to the India that I'm telling you about. In India, if you see the way that they do it, they make sure that everything reach everybody, and they control everybody to be in the house. But our own case here is not so. Ordinary person, those Nigeria you see on the street, they are not poor. They are the people that work for themselves to eat. When they go out in the morning, they get something and they eat. But now you got to discover that if you see those people, they are there. They are not poor. You just tell them to stay inside, and they went and they respect and stay inside. But there's nothing for them. How can those kind of such class?
What should government do in this case now?
I believe that what they should do is that they should come out with another plan. A plan that everybody should go in, and then make sure that, like issue of AVN, we are in development world. Like issue of AVN, at least they can use it, share something for ordinary people. And I believe that when such thing reach ordinary people we control in their own selves, and they will stay inside without coming outside. That is what I say.
I support them in the aspect that we know that this coronavirus is ravaging countries, and even in Nigeria you can see it's on the rising. And if you check, the truth of the matter is we have not even gotten the actual number of people who have contacted this thing. By the time if you hear of recent, how many people have been tested out of a population of about 200 million? How many people have been tested? So that's to tell you that there could be more. Now, if the governors want us to lock down more, let them put down a laid down procedure and palliative. I don't have a problem with that. Honestly, my problem is that when it comes to mobilize things for themselves, you can see how they go out for it. They know how they can be able to buy votes. You know how the youth can be able to, you see how they snatch ballot box for just to make somebody win election. But you can't see anybody fighting for anybody because for palliative now. Why? These governors knows the people, how these things can get down to the grassroots. They mobilize, they go for campaign. Are you there? Why is it that when it comes for palliative now, they cannot be able to do the same? We can capture, so let me tell you, Mr. President won election about 15 million votes and thereabout. How many people have been given palliative today? Are you there? Now, Labour Congress will disagree with them in the aspect that I and you, we agree that let's ask ourselves today, how many people in this current Nigeria now got to this palliative and how did they get it? Do we have a template? Let them give us the data that this is how we captured this number of people. And then in the society, you know it. When we talk about the poor, we know where they are. Let's not deceive ourselves. Even the people in the CC center here, how many of them can feed themselves? Most of the people working here, their salary doesn't take them home. Now, my issue should be the first thing first. What is the measure? This is how I want to go about it. Create that awareness. Let the people know that, honestly, I will tell the people, clap for them. But don't just come on air and tell me that you want to lock down more because the coronavirus. Let me tell you, yes, I agree coronavirus is real. But the truth of the matter, my brother, I and you know that 75% of the Nigerian populace today earn their living on daily basis. Go and check. Let them tell us the data of people that are working with the federal government. How many? And most of them, sir, you know it. Let's not just deceive ourselves by telling ourselves that this is not good, that is not good. Or, see, this is not politics. I give Mr. President credit for locking down the country. Good. Mr. President, anytime you want to give someone an assignment, let them give you the template on how to go about it. I know you, Mr. President. I know your capacity. When something is not good, you will not stand by it. But when people come to convince you that we will do this and then tell you that this is their money involved, and you don't know the motive behind what they want to do.
Do you mean people he's been giving money, they are not delivering?
Sir, if I say they are not delivering, maybe I might be biased, but how are they delivering it? That's my concern.
What I would say is the government should, as much as they want the safety of the people, they should also take into cognizance the economy. Because if it gets into depression, it's difficult. People who are self-employed, their business is not registered. People whose business is registered, now they will sack people because they don't have money to pay salaries. What should the government should begin to think out of the box. In UK, they pay self-employed. That means business that is not employed. If you have handwork, they give you something. And in fact, we don't have statistics in this country because it's used for playing politics. The more population you have, the more money you get. So you can't get that adequate statistics that is supposed to be used to be able to both bet and death rate. So it's a big challenge, but the government should find a way. They should find people that will advise them on some of these issues.
So actually, I'm supporting the Labour Congress not to lock down because ever since this virus takes place, things has become so difficult. Even how to feed, some people find it difficult to feed, and now the increase in famine is getting more and more worse. So how long will we continue in this kind of bondage? So actually, I'm just praying to God that it's only God that will intervene. So I'm not in support for the lockdown. Seriously.
Don't you think if they lift the lockdown, the coronavirus will escalate more than like this, and Nigeria cannot control it again? Don't you think so?
Yes, I think so anyway, but they should have found a miss. They should have found a miss at all, because if people continue to stay at home and they did not go out to hustle, then money cannot fall down from heaven actually. So they should, and the government did not share any money for us, so they just keep us at home. So how will we feed? And this is getting worse and worse every day.
That is why I support the governor. This country they hurt because something that happened for this country. If this governor that way the top, they are happy, because if you not top, there are people that will come and keep their people. To know happy, what would they always, give anything, same old stay always government, give anybody anything for this Nigeria. We no chop hungry, don't worry anybody. Now there isn't anybody say most stay out that thing, we no happy.